coming back to the business support, I actually have a thought, and I wonder what other members of this panel would agree or disagree. If just based on what was said, that the focus for the small research and early development based biotech company is to make sure that they do the part of the business they do best, which is do research, because many of these companies are headed by scientists. And they have to deal with the funding, which we're talking about, but they also have to deal with business plan, deal with business development, deal with clinical and regulatory planning and execution, and IP, and all this stuff that they are no expert. They don't know what to do. But they have to figure it out. They have to go out and they have to depend on outside experts who are not going to be full time, because they really don't need them to be full time. But those kind of activities turn out to take up significant amount of their time to prevent them from doing what they're supposed to do, which is to get the research going. So the question is, if there's a way to put together sort of a support setup where it's a one-stop shop. So for these CEOs, they really don't have to worry about individually find an outside contractor to deal with IP, a clinical expert to deal with the clinical, and a BD person. But if you say that you're going to establish a good biotech center, and you actually can provide credible service so that they really don't have to worry about it, would that be a significant facilitator to promote a setup for a biotechnology center?
Do you imagine that would be a government entity?
I don't know. That was my first thought, but I wasn't sure if the government would really want to get in the middle of this. And then who else? I mean, it could be a super VC, I guess. It could be purely service-based, which I don't see that happen easily either.
I mean, the property companies have had a go at it with,
the property companies,
with innovation centres and science parks, whatever, but they're property companies.
Yeah.
And so for them to corral service
providers,
would
they be willing to do that?
Well, we've tried.
You did?
Well, with this country, we can see many innovation centres that have actually said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to actually incubate these small companies, and we're going to provide this support network, etc., etc. But actually, if you look at the success of the entity doing that, it's always a property company. So in terms of, okay, can you divorce the property aspect of it from the rest? Well, maybe you can, but I don't think you'll find a successful one in this country. I can't speak for the rest